Hello everyone, Pallytime here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. Hope you guys are having a great day today. In today's video, we're once again taking a look at Rexxar. It's been a while though. He's received some changes since the last time we took a look at him. Same example as, Tassadar. One of my favorite characters in the game. One of the characters that I just really, really love. They changed the control scheme for Misha. They made the microing a little bit different. And they rebalanced some of his talents so he would have some more build diversity. I'm afraid of change, as I think most of the internet is. I have played him one time, and I can tell you that I'm not a fan of the new microing system anywhere near as much as the old one. I wish I could just drag the trait up to the 1 key, because the 1 key just feels more natural to me. But I also think that's because I have a couple hundred hours on the character without using the trait for much of anything. Also, he has some new talents in here, like Animal Husbandry, where you gain 2% max health for every second the Rexxar remains alive. I stacked this up to like 3,000 bonus health and then died, and it feels exactly like Diablo, where you work really hard to stack something up and then you die and you come back significantly weaker. So I'm not a fan of that at all. We probably won't be taking that, but we'll see what we can come up with. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we found ourselves on the battlefield of eternity. Do these increase Misha's damage to the immortal in the middle? By the way, this is the only character that I leave on the pig, because it's really funny to me. Increases Misha's damage to minions and mercenaries, so not monsters. Misha gains 50 armor against minions and mercenaries, reduces damage taken by 50%. Or Birds of Prey increases swoop damage by 150% to minions. So based on that description, it doesn't say monster anywhere in that. So I'm going to assume, based off of Faith of Blizzard description, that will not work. So we're going to go with the Flare. Just give our team a little bit more vision, and hopefully that goes okay. I should probably be the one soloing top, but I walked down here not really paying attention. So we'll see if my team hates me for that. So, as you might be able to tell, the 1 key no longer controls Misha, no longer tells Misha where to go. Instead, what we have is... Oh my god, it's like riding a bike though, you know what I mean? Instead, what we have is our trait. So Misha gains 15% movement speed, makes it a little bit easier for her to catch up to people. Command Misha to attack a specific enemy or move to a point and wait. Now Misha did die in that last altercation, but we could tell her to go over there and wait, so she can technically give vision to us if we wanted her to do that. Also, target Rexxar commands Misha to retreat to his position, gaining a 30% movement speed bonus. So if, instead of using our trait only to call her back to us, which is what we did before, we can now use our trait to click on ourselves to tell her to come back to us. And then she'll move way faster than before as a result. I don't see the reason you would want to take the 1 movement away. The 1 key movement made a lot of sense, I feel like. And removing that, I don't quite understand. It also makes it significantly more difficult to actually tell Misha to retreat, because you have to find your character in the middle of a confrontation. Where are you going? You have to find your character in the middle of a confrontation and then click on yourself, when before it was simply a button press. So let's go ahead and use that flare. Wow, that flare sucks. Okay, I've never actually taken the flare. It didn't quite work the way I thought it would. Looks like most of the team has been defeated, so I'm just gonna go ahead and walk right on out of here, team. Walk out of Dodge. I was gonna say we could take a mercenary camp or something while we wait, but those aren't even up yet. The enemy team not super quick at focusing these down, however, so maybe we'll be okay. Yeah, we might be able to fend this adequately. Ragnaros did go up to clear the top lane, trying to get us to level 4, I guess. We definitely need to move in on the offensive here. So let's throw a flare down over here. It'll give us vision before we get there. Okay, I see. We could stun this Li Ming, slow her down with the bird as well, and then try to bring Misha back to peel for us a little bit, as Murden was on top of us. Rotating down now, let's see if we can do some damage to this Tracer. She is going to be forced out. We're going to send Misha back on the back line of the enemy team, but they were able to burst this thing down before we even really noticed. So let's get her to follow me now, and we're going to go defend top, hopefully with Ragnaros and several members of our team, while someone else soaks the bottom lane. So, at level 4, we have a lot of options. Hunter-Gatherer has been moved here, when previously it was much earlier in the tree, and it was how you got a lot of your regen on Rexxar. Now we kind of have to pick whether or not we want Misha's attacks to heal her, or do we want to become very tanky over time. You know, I said I didn't like it, but because we're showing off new things, let's go ahead and show off Animal Husbandry. So for every second I'm alive, we're going to gain 2 health. We started at about 2,000, okay? So for every second I'm alive, we're going to gain 2 health. Misha, why don't you go ahead and take a step back for a little bit. Ragnaros used the Molten Core at the wrong time before the boss was actually going to damage the building. Pretty common mistake for Ragnaros to make. But that's okay. So we actually don't have a ton of sustain for these anymore because Misha's not going to be healing herself. And, well, Rexxar in general has significantly lower health regen than he did before. So taking camps actually might be a little bit more difficult. I don't really know. The whole team seems to be dying a lot, though. Not too sure why. Maybe we should say something. Maybe this is time to say something. We know the enemy team's up at that top merc camp, or at least we can assume they're not rotating down to me just yet. I hope they're not rotating down to me just yet. Look how long this took. Jeez. Okay, so this isn't even worth our time. God. Okay. Lesson learned. We're not going to do that anymore. I still want to go for Aspect of the Beast, I think. I want that charge to always be hitting somebody. I want it to be hitting pretty hard. So since we picked up that talent, we now have 178 bonus HP, which is like 1 auto attack from Greymane when he's in wolf form. So, you know, it's not amazing or anything, but over time, if you're able to stay alive, it does add up. How are they still dying top? Yo, just chill top. They have to be going into ham. There's no way you die that much by playing defensively. You know what I mean? We are a level down versus the enemy team. Almost 2 levels down. But I'm thinking we'll be just fine. I think we'll be able to race against this no problem. Alright, we got a regen globe. Let's tell Misha to follow me. Misha, can you get that mine over there, please? Thank you. Alright. Now the objective's up. Top is still just standing around. Ragnaros appears to be AFK. And we are overextended. So we're just backing up. We're just backing up. Hey, Rag's back. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I am our only tank, and Rexxar is not often considered a solo tank. So I'm going to try my best here to really push forward with Misha, but at the same time, like, her survivability has been cut in half. It's nowhere near as good as it used to be, and it looks like I'm going to go down here. Where's the stun, though? Where's the stun? Okay. 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 So this game, not going very well, obviously. I never picked my level 7 talent because I'm bad at this game. Yeah, like I said, nothing about controlling Misha feels better than before. Nothing about it. Being able to tell Misha where to go and then immediately call her back to you with your trait meant you always knew where Misha was going to be. Several times throughout this match already, I've had Misha just kind of standing around when I thought I clicked on myself for her to follow me, and I didn't. The increased leash range is really nice, though. I really do like that. She didn't open up with a stun there. Why? But making you choose between Rexxar regen and Misha regen doesn't feel very good. God, this is a disaster. What the fuck is going on in this game? Alright, is it going bottom? No, it's going top. Wow, okay. I'll clear bottom really quick. I'll get it pushing at least. And then we'll try to rotate up. Calling GG already? Well, I mean, if you guys would stop fighting over nothing, then maybe we would be okay. I think we stay down here. I think we gotta soak that XP. Misha, stop! So there's 2, 3, 4 top. They have an Abathur on their team. He obviously knows I'm down here. Top is missing now, so I think we back up a little bit. No, they're still pushing. Okay. So, I mean, I did lose that health, right? I mean, I'm back up to 178 already. So we're already back up to that extra auto attack we can live through. That's pretty good. Top defense, not going very well. He used Molten Core again before the guy was hitting the building that he's supposed to be defending with Molten Core. It looks like they're just having a hard time in general. Medivh dying now. They're all very low, but we still don't have level 10, and that's a 4-level lead for the enemy team right now. Uh-oh, team. Uh-oh, team. Hey, we're level 10 now. I'll come help everybody. I think I'm gonna go for Unleash the Boars here. Just because they have so much chase. If we can limit that a little bit, then maybe my team will be able to come back from this. Maybe. I'm not super optimistic about that. Let's flare this, actually. Medivh's moving in to see it, so we don't need to flare it up. But maybe we can get this pushing. Maybe Ragnaros will help me with that. Good. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. We have vision of Muradin by himself up top. Let's try to move in on that. Or Muradin and Li Ming, at least. Let's try to move in on that. We do have the boars to stop them from leaving. At level 20, we can get the root. We didn't contest it anywhere near in time, apparently, even though we had a lot of people there. But we'll send the boars out here, see if we can make anything happen with them. It doesn't look like it. No follow-up. That's okay, though. Valeria's up top, dying to the Merc camp. That's good. Dude, I even pulled Misha way back there. She still died. I don't like these changes. Nothing about these changes feel good to me. Let's see. So Misha's gonna be back in 4 seconds. We have an extra 400 health, so about 2.5 auto attacks from Greymane we can live through now. I do think this talent would be better with a healer. I know I'm like giving it a hard time right now, but I do think the talent would be a lot better with a healer. Nice stun. Again, no follow-up from our damage at all, though. They're all like shivering behind the tower. I mean, Ragnaros gave us the setup we needed to get a kill there, and we just didn't take it. And I thought she was following me! Now she's back there! Yeah, I got Boris. I got Boris, though. Don't worry. Or you can wall Misha and not let her out again. Thank you. You're so helpful. I will go ahead and just point out that these are probably not the optimal testing environment for changes like this, because my team seems to have a hidden talent for just dying. But that being said, I mean, I tried him out in a solo lane on Brax's holdout. That was the other time I played it, which is like the ideal situation to have a Rexxar. You know, that's where you want it. And I don't know, I'm just not happy with the changes at all. We can't go for Wildfire Bear level 13 or go for the new talent where basic attacks increase Misha charge damage, which might actually be really helpful. Maybe we can burst these guys down a little bit more. Since there doesn't seem to be a lot of follow-up from the team, maybe that burst damage is all we need. So you'll see a little counter at the bottom left. Whenever we auto-attack stuff, it will move that counter up. And we have 120% damage bonus right now when we want to jump in on these guys. The objective is going to be pushing the bottom lane. We didn't even come close to contesting that. I was just trying to get to level 13. It looks like everyone else is trying to do that as well. And Ragnaros, for the second time this game, has completely zoned out. Feels bad, man. We are opening up on Muradin a lot. Maybe we can get something going with the... I sent out the boars. And he froze them. So the boars didn't do anything. And it appears that the enemy team is pushing in for the win right now, team. It appears that the enemy team is going to be moving in pretty hard. Hey, he got on the building at the right time, though! Here, I'm going to throw out a flare. So I realize that they don't have any stealth heroes, but the idea for the flare was just to have something to give vision when we're trying to move in and contest the point. But we haven't actually moved in to contest the fucking point at any time in this game, I feel like. We've just been giving them everything and not soaking it all. Ugh. Ugh. Well, I mean, the good news is I have 800 extra health right now. That's good. Great, good work, team. Good hustle. Huddle works too. Who gives a fuck? I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure anyone's gonna read this at this point. Well, that was pretty devastating. That was pretty fucking devastating. But again, you have to ask yourself, could the old Rexxar, would that have saved me in that game? And the answer to me is absolutely not. That was a team wanting to die and not giving a shit about that game issue. But there you go. There are my first impressions of Rexxar. They're about as optimistic as that match was. I mean, I just don't know where to start with this. I genuinely don't know where to start with this.